Welcome viewers to the Saturday, October 28th edition of 284 News. I'm Jacka Whitting bringing you our top stories from this week. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin with news that members of the community are growing increasingly critical of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, with some going as far as to call for Commissioner of Police Mark Collins to step down from leading the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force in the interest of credibility. At the heart of the force's newest controversy is an email sent by Police Commissioner Collins that was leaked to the public. The email, which was sent to 2 deputy commissioners and a sergeant, suggested that they discard video evidence related to an internal matter. A screen grab of the email made its way to the public domain less than 48 hours after it was sent and quickly spread on social media, leading to speculation among residents. Collins addressed the matter in a recent press conference held by the National Security Council.
I'm aware of a leaked email that's been circulating on social media. I'm not going to go into depths about that. What I will say quite categorically is there is no evidence to suggest that any evidence has been destroyed or got rid of that should have been in the hands of the court or in the hands of the prosecutors. This was an internal matter between 2 police officers that I dealt with most severely, and said that if an allegation had been made that one officer was going to release something about another officer, that I would refer to my professional standards department. That is the complete and proper thing to do in terms of poor behaviour and poor standards. So I remain by that. I'm saddened that a leaked email has gone into the social media, but I have nothing to hide, and both individuals no longer work for the RVIPF. I've been very clear, it's not evidence for a particular case. It was between 2 individual officers. One had threatened to release something about another officer, and I told him not to do it, and if he did do it, there'd be an investigation. Despite
the Commissioner's explanation, many residents remain skeptical of the situation. Earlier this week, the email was a topic of discussion on popular local talk show Talking Points.
This needs to be properly addressed. I have invited the Commissioner on several occasions to come to Talking Points. For whatever reason, he seems to be hesitant. And I think we, the public, need to hear
we need answers, because
we need answers. And
here is my concern.
Instead of speculating like you like to say,
yes.
I would like him to give us the facts.
Yeah. Here's my concern.
Tell me.
Based on the email, if it is to be believed,
if it's to be believed,
it looks bad.
It does look bad.
And quite frankly, if I'm being honest, the explanation left a lot to be desired.
Right.
Basically, when I read the explanation, the first thing that jumped in my mind, this seems like a cover.
Right.
Now, I am not going to accuse the Commissioner of something like that, even though it looks from the optics really bad. I wouldn't accuse him of that. I'm going to take his explanation at face value.
Recalling the infamous Police in Paradise video, another Royal Virgin Islands Police Force controversy that unfolded under the leadership of Commissioner Collins, hosts shared their views that it may be in the best interest of building credibility in the force that Commissioner Collins stepped down.
I remember when there was this video
the viral video, yes,
went out, and it was said to be a recruiting video.
Right.
I would love to hear from the police force via Commissioner's office how many recruiting or subjects did we
as a result of that
did
video.
we see as a result of that video, since it was a recruiting video. But if you remember then, I did think, and still do, that that was enough reason for the Commissioner to step down, because I felt like it was a complete disgrace and also a promotion of a false promotion or a false identity being promoted of who we are as a territory. Now, that is not to say we don't have crime here.
Of we
got lots of crime.
We do, yes. And it is a problem. This, now, as I said, I'm going to take the Commissioner by his word, but because of the looks of this and considering where we are, I am thinking that, you know the scripture that says, shun the very appearance of evil.
Yes.
we want the community to have confidence in the police force.
Yes.
And something like this, that the entire community is looking at as really bad, it puts a negative cloud over the police force.
Right.
And to shun the appearance of evil, if I were the commissioner, I would step out of the way so that we can continue to build on the credibility of the force. Not that you're accepting any responsibility, but just because at this point, if I was on trial for something, I'm going to start to question so what if evidence...
the integrity of the evidence.
And I'm going to question the integrity of the evidence.
Absolutely.
These sentiments echo those of many BVI residents who feel that the controversies in recent years cast a negative cloud over the police force. One irate local residing abroad voiced his concerns in a widely circulated audio recording. The individual captured in the recording criticized the commissioner's response at the press conference and questioned the legality of the request made in the email.
You heard the explanation that Mark Collins gave in respect of this discussion with the Director of Public Prosecutions and about the evidence, destroying it. Destroying evidence is a criminal offense under the criminal code, whether it is to destroy evidence during a criminal investigation or a criminal prosecution. Any destruction of evidence is a criminal offense. The Commissioner of Police is not talking the truth as to the reason why he had discussions with the DPP. First of all, the Director of Public Prosecutions under Section 59 of the BVI Constitution only has jurisdiction in the magistrate's court during a criminal proceeding. So, notwithstanding that there is somewhat an administrative connection between the office of the DPP and the office of the Commissioner in respect of police officers are investigators and the DPP is the main institution for criminal prosecution, and that the DPP has to take over a matter from the police, so to speak, after the police would have commenced the matter in the magistrate's court. There should not be any secretive discussion between the Commissioner of Police and the DPP about a criminal matter.
In other news, His Majesty's loyal opposition held a press conference on Wednesday, citing a need to voice its concerns over various issues affecting residents, visitors, and the territory as a whole. Leader of the opposition, the Honorable Ronnie Skelton, led the discussions that day with an overview of the most pertinent matters of concern.
We are extremely concerned about the level of crime that is presently in the country. We are also concerned about the infrastructure of the country, healthcare, water, electricity, roads, and ports. The economy is also sluggish, and we need to be able to jumpstart the economy so that jobs can be created, meaningful, long-lasting jobs can be created. And we are encouraging the government. I am not here to bash the government. I am here to lend my voice and my support to the programs and policies that the government is willing to implement to advance the cause of this country. There's no doubt in our mind that people are hurting out there. The cost of living is high, and as an opposition and a government, we need to find means and ways to assist people who need food, who need assistance with paying house rent.
The opening statement quickly advanced to become a call for action for the government of the Virgin Islands, as Skelton urged the government to seek out necessary funding to finance response to these critical issues. The senior legislator stressed that in his experience, such matters take more than a quick fix.
We are encouraging the government to go out there and borrow the level of funding that is required to fix the infrastructure of this country. There's no doubt about it. You hear the members in the districts complaining about the water problems, in spite of us having bywater and the 2.2 million gallons of production a day, the country water still can't get to the homes. And in Bojangada, where is the mecca of our tourism, they also are complaining about water issues. One thing I have learned in my past life is that fixing infrastructure problems after they have gone wrong is not a quick fix, unless you have the level of funding that are like the military, where they can come in overnight and fix all of these stuff: water, sewage disposal, roads, bridges, overnight.
As he reflected on the current statistics as it relates to the number of murders and attempted murders already recorded for the year and the recent string of burglaries seen in Tortola, Skelton shared his belief that there is an uncanny relationship between crime and unemployment in the Virgin Islands.
We had 6 murders within the year and 4 attempted murders. And from the Beacon, I show you read that it was 11 burglaries in 11 days, in 3 days. That's says something. And I do listen to my colleagues here around the table, which they will expand a bit more, that stems from the lack of job opportunities in the country. Some of it, not all of it. And it is important for us to start finding ways when our economy is sluggish, the private sector is not moving, for the government to do what they refer to as public sector projects to get people back to work, get the economy moving.
And viewers, with that, we take you to a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us because there is more when we return.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
That's out.
That's 6.
That's out.
With great service and fast claims response, we're like a home match that isn't played at your actual home. CG Insurance. Good like that.
My turn. Oh, come on, guys.
At VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got oil, it's stock. We've got batteries, it's stock. We've got tires, it's stock. Even brakes, yes sir. Yes! VI Motors, pioneering the automotive industry. industry in the Virgin Islands since 1966 with leading brands like Toyota, Chevy, and Honda. We even do custom orders. We have all the top brands in automotive parts as well, so you know you're getting quality. Come visit us at Duff's Bottom, Tortola. Go to our website at vimotors.com or just call us at 494-2496. Remember, VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got it.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. We continue with news that international crafted cocktail champion Sid from Aromas recently visited our studio to discuss his experience at the competition. He spoke with Ron Grant.
But first, let me just take this time to thank everyone who came out that evening. I want to thank all the participants. I want to thank all the restaurants who actually allow their staff to come out and to take part in this event. This event is going to be happening every year. I can see it happening every year. We have bartenders, mixologists who look forward for this event happening every year. And I'm encouraging all these other locations to sign on, get your bartenders ready, get your mixologists ready, because it's a really exciting platform for them. It was an event that's set up. The staging was set for them to showcase their talent. These are all locations that we go to from time to time. And I think, with the things these guys prepare, like the cocktails that these guys prepared that evening, you left wow. Like the skills that they brought out that evening, it was second to none. And we have that here in the BVI. We have all those talents in the BVI, and I'm encouraging more people to come out next year, support these guys, support the event itself, because it's a great platform to, for more people to come out and showcase their talent.
He also took the time to share his experience and what it was like taking part in the competition.
It was definitely an amazing night. A lot of prep went into it, a lot of thought based on last year's competition where I missed out, what I could have done better, based on ideas, concepts that are new when it comes to mixology and bartending. It was really interesting. I also had to take in consideration the competition I had competing with me at this competition. So that let me just recap. Sure. So I also had to consider this year's competition and basically plan my cocktail accordingly. It was interesting, and I'd really like to thank Rotown Wholesale and Remy Cointreau for such an amazing event.
Additionally, Sid explained that his process and choice of cocktail was well thought out.
Basically, back in India, whenever it's mango season, we do something known as Aam Ras. So Aam meaning mango and Ras means nectar. So it's basically mango nectar that's eaten with fried puri, which is like a roti that's deep fried, so it's crisp, and it just blends together with my mouth's watering right now. Just blends together with the sweet mango nectar. So that was kind of my inspiration because I grew up eating that and always look forward to it. So based on those lines, I did something very simple. It was a 3-ingredient cocktail, but with different variations and different consistencies when it comes to the same flavors. So what I did was pineapple lemongrass martini, which is fresh pineapples, fresh lemongrass muddled together with a little bit of simple syrup, which was muddled, shaken, strained in a martini glass, and I did a lemon foam, which is basically lime, lemon zest, and a little bit of organic pineapple. And I garnished that with a dehydrated pineapple, and I did some pineapple air as well.
He also took the time to give some encouraging words to upcoming bartenders and mixologists who may want to participate in this competition and showcase their work in the future.
Last year was my first competition ever. All right, so I think what happens is for bartenders, they kind of doubt themselves at certain point of time. Like, are they good enough? Will they perform well?
True.
How would they do on stage? A lot of people suffer from stage fright.
Of course.
I mean, my hands were shaking. I would say everyone's hands were shaking, and it's good. It's good to be nervous because it brings out your flaws.
And it brings a certain energy to it.
Exactly. So the best part about a competition is you know what you've done and you can improvise. And it's all about practice. It's about building a cocktail. Like, you know, as you start off from bartending, your first cocktail is going to be average, and the 10th time you make that cocktail is going to be phenomenal.
Up next, he's gearing up to represent the BVI in a regional cocktail competition to be held in Barbados.
This is the reason why Rotan Wholesale step in, you know, and we want to mold that. We continue to mold that aspect of the industry, preparing bartenders to go abroad. What's next for Sid? Sid and I is going to be getting together in the next few months, and we're going to be going through some different techniques, training based on what is required for the regional competition. So it's like I'm like a coach, and you know, we're going to work in closely together to prepare him for that bigger stage. Right. In Barbados, I think the date, we don't have a date set, but we know it's the first week in February.
Understood.
We know there's 9 countries that's competing right now in the region, and yeah, we're going to be the top one.
All right.
For the full interview, visit all To It for media platforms. And viewers, of that, we take you to a quick word from our sponsors. Stay with us because there is more when we return.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut front of people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
At VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got oil, it's stock. We've got batteries, it's stock. We've got tires, it's stock. Even brakes, yes, sir. Yes! VI Motors, pioneering the automotive industry in the Virgin Islands since 1966 with leading brands like Toyota, Chevy, and Honda. We even do custom orders. We have all the top brands in automotive parts as well, so you know you're getting quality. Come visit us at Duff's Bottom, Tortola. Go to our website at vimotors.com or just call us at 494-2496. Remember, VI Motors, we've got it. All your vehicles, we've got it. All your auto parts, we've got it. Everything you need, we've got it. We've got it.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like Daikin, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie, and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back and thank you so much for staying with us. The Cyril B. Romney Tortola PIER Park has launched its first ever New Year's Eve event, geared to be one of 4 major New Year's events in the territory this year. More in this report.
It's important when we have partners that understand what the mandate is and continue to work with us. That allows us to see our ideas come to some level of fruition. And when this was initially mentioned, Kevin jumped on board. I don't know how many of you know who Kevin is, but it seems like Kevin jumps on board for every every activity in the Virgin Islands. Well, let me speak specifically now as it pertains to New Year's Eve. We are so excited because just even yesterday, in my conversation with a gentleman who is organizing the rides for Lot 5, and for those of you that do not know where Lot 5, it's where the whale is currently congregated. It's where a number of activities has taken place. It's the clearing that's closest to the exit. And we're going to have at least 8 rides. So we are bringing Coney Island to the PIER Park, not just for New Year's Eve, but it's going to be here for the Christmas season. Yes. So it's going to be a month long of fun activities because, as you know, PIER Park has something for everyone. And we wanted to make sure that we were able to hone in on the family and make sure that that level of togetherness was also encouraged by a number of the activities that we were bringing to the PIER. So 8 rides, guys, and I want to say that the bumper cars, because I've been told that I will be fought very hazardously for an opportunity at the bumper cars. The bumper cars are going to be part of the Coney Island this year. A lot of the rides are very exciting, and I want to say to continue to look at our handles so that you can see all our social media, so you can actually see when we start to launch them individually what Lot 5 is going to end up looking like. So in addition to that, we're also going to have movie at the PIER. Now, that is a regular that is typically had at the PIER, especially leading into the summer. And we're going to be showing 3 movies. So what's going to happen is you'll see again, tune into our social media, where you have the opportunity to select which 3 movies will be showcased that evening. I also want to say, because we focused so much, and when we started off, we focused a lot on the family dynamics. So parents coming in with their children, and there's quite a lot of diverse things to do. So if they're waiting on a ride, the opportunity exists for them to also sit, grab an ice cream from one of our vendors. Did I say that the PIER Park is something for everyone? I think I did say that, right? Smorgasbord of just exciting opportunities, things to do, things to eat. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say orgasmic, but it's a term that has been used most certainly when you participate with a number of our foodies, our food and beverage tenants.
So just to piggyback off of what Zoe just said, I myself is very excited to be a part of this initiative that we're going to be doing out here on the PIER. And you know, as Zoe said, we tend to jump on board with a majority of stuff. But when you have events such as this, it's hard not to be involved and want to be a part of something so special, especially with all the businesses out here on the PIER that have given so much to Caribbean sellers over the year. It's good for us as Caribbean sellers to come back and give back to those businesses on the PIER to help them out. But You know, one of the things we're excited about, like Zoe said, is the performers. We're definitely going to have performance from a lot of DJs. DJs like groups like the Association. We're going to have Extreme Band. We're going to have a young band there in Overdrive. And obviously we're going to have the big band in Vibe. Because I know
they didn't hear you in the back.
Did they have Vibe? Yes. Because I know everybody's looking forward to Vibe. So having Vibe here for New Year's Eve, I mean, that alone says it all. But it's an exciting time. The lineup is amazing. And to have something this big in town, in the central area of the BVI, I think this is going to be tremendous for our territory, and especially for the PIER Pack and the businesses out here. I think this will be a great opportunity for them to really bring in the new year on a positive note. I think it's about time. PIER Pack did something like this since the opening, but nevertheless, it's starting. Better late than never. And I think the team here at Tatola PIER Pack has done an amazing job in putting an amazing lineup together, and obviously getting some key sponsors involved to help drive this forward.
And viewers, that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at 284media.com. Follow us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, and Threads. I'm Jacques Wooding, and I will see you again next week. So have yourself a safe and enjoyable weekend. Goodbye.